again, traders. Welcome back to the Pro Trader Network. Rick here. This is our weekly market analysis for the week ending May 14th, 2017. And I didn't do a video last week anticipating a significant reaction to the second round of the French election. Well, we had a little bit of a blip, but not much, nothing compared to the first round. I've got my daily charts pulled up, and I've done so because I've gotten a lot of emails from traders as we've looked at these pound crosses and this bearish divergence on the 4-hour. The market has continued to rally and has not turned over yet. Remember, we're only looking at tendencies. For example, everybody thinks that when the market gaps up, it will fill the gap. It tends to fill the gap, but in this case, on this euro, it has not. Let's take a look right here. You can see on this daily chart, here's the first round of the French elections on all these euro crosses. This is from our analysis a few weeks ago on the 4-hour. We were looking at bearish divergence on the euro yen. Here's the gap here. Here's the gap here as well, and you can see the euro just continued to rally. So let's take a look first at the euro yen, and then we'll look at those pound crosses. So you can see we've come into a zone of resistance here about the 124 even handle, and our trade signal line and RSI are overbought, and we just kind of went sideways all week. Market baseline is somewhat neutral right around the 50, but here's that massive rally that we've been witnessing, and if you look left, we have even more long-term resistance at this price level, so we'll just have to see what happens. We do have some new structure highs here just below the 125 even handle, so we'll have to see if the market's exhausted here, and we'll roll over based on this overbought condition. Let's look here at our euro CAD. Looks like we're going to retest this high. We had somewhat of a sell-off over the past week and a half right here. Shallow retrace when you consider this entire rally. We had some bearish divergence here as well. Market baseline not quite into the extreme, but a nice sell-off here on the euro CAD, and then a massive rally on Friday. Just keeping my eye on that. Again, higher time frame daily chart. Euro Aussie, if you look left, we've come into some previous noise here, and we're right around the 148.50s. Overbought. TDI in the overbought condition, market baseline not into the extreme, but you can see here we channeled, sold off, and now we bounce back up on the euro. So we'll have to look at our smaller time frames for other price patterns and setups for any type of trades, because this really isn't showing us anything at the moment other than we are bullish at the end of the day on Friday. Here's the pound dollar. You can see here we've been retesting this 130 even handle area, 129.88, and we started to sell off a bit. You can see we were overbought as we've been observing for the past several weeks on our 4-hour chart. Nothing very compelling here when looking at the daily chart. You can see here we've been stuck in a channel, a little bit of a rally, and then bouncing around in this channel again, drilling down to our smaller time frames for some intraday entries, but stuck right here on the daily chart. But the thing that I was looking at for my 4-hour entry and smaller time frame entries was this overbought condition here on the daily chart, and doing my top-down analysis, waiting for that 4-hour chart to finally turn over. You can see here we came into a key level of resistance right around the 148 even handle, and Thursday we sold off, Friday we sold off. Will we continue down to the 382? The 143s, we were overbought here substantially, and we began to sell off later in the week. So this was my clue that there was a potential entry on the 4-hour chart. Pound CAD, you can see same thing here. We've been channeling a little bit. We are significantly overbought, and look at our market baseline in here, but yet the market is undecided. It continued to move sideways after this massive rally. And pound Aussie, I think we have a advanced pattern here, and we started to sell off middle of the week. Will we make it down to the 382? You can see here these impulses: retrace, impulse, retrace, impulse. Look left, we have some resistance here right around the 178 even handle, and we started to roll over middle of the week. But now we have a pin bar here. We'll have to see if we retest this high and then roll over, or at the open and a couple days into the week if we continue this sell-off. And then I've been looking at the dollar yen, and we have another advanced pattern forming here, and you can see when this pattern completed, we began a sell-off Thursday and Friday from this overbought condition. Market baseline neutral, but overbought with our TSL and RSI. And so we can use this daily chart to take a look and see when the potential entries are for our 4-hour chart, and then once these sell-offs occur, looking at our smaller time frames intraday to trade with a prevailing daily trend, which in this case was bearish here. Overall bullish, intraday bearish. So we'll have to see how the pound behaves. You've got the British Parliament still ironing out the terms of Brexit, and a lot of volatile commentary from other members in the EU and members of the British Parliament trying to figure out how they're going to facilitate the inevitable exit of Britain from the European Union. Thanks for joining me here at the Pro Trader Network, traders, and as always, let's stay focused, follow our rules, and I'll see you next time.